Welcome to the Suka Podcast. If you were with us last week, we talked about starting our film company. And this week, we're going to be talking about, well, spoiler alert, our film company.
Whoa, we're mixing it up right now.
Well, we're going to talk about some movies, too. Today's topic is going to be covering, in kind of every podcast episode, we're going to be talking about what we did that week, film-wise. I don't know if you're joining us from Spotify or YouTube or Apple Podcasts, but hey, we're on all three of those platforms.
You can watch us on any of those, and
you can
listen to us on two of them. You can
listen to us on three of them. You can only watch us on one.
Whoa.
That was
blew my mind.
That was kind of a little drop. I know in the first episode we did a little drop.
Name drops.
So I just dropped you with
Knowledge drop.
Knowledge drop.
That was insane. You can listen on 3, watch on 1. I was like, no, you can listen on 2. Wow.
Sam was not ready for that.
I wasn't ready for that. That was an equation.
This week, Cinemet-wise, which is our film company, I have been doing a lot of sports work, working with athletes to get photos and video, and it's opened up this whole new avenue.
It's crazy.
Like the views it got 5,500 views in under a week.
Under 3 days.
Yeah,
3 days in total,
5,500
views.
So I'm college now, or I guess graduated from high school. The high school I went to, I knew a lot of them, I was friends with a lot of them, and I was like, okay, I think I need to go. This would be a good way. I can go in. I know most of them. It's not weird if I'm just there taking photo and video. I mean, it is a little awkward going back the year after.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up, guys? I still groove with you guys.
You guys remember me? I was here last year.
It's so... Everyone there, you kind of have the feeling of... The players were like, what's up, taking photos. But like, people in the stands were giving me looks of it. Felt like, what is he doing? I was like, guys, trust me, I'm going to make some baller photos.
Guys, you don't know what you're talking about.
And then little did we know, made a baller video, did baller photos, and we got 4 more jobs from it. And we learned from that is, okay, if we do a job and we do it well, it's just going to... I mean, this isn't... Obviously, we knew...
But also sports are just...
sports are like a cheat code.
Wildfire. They go so...
Because
they grow so fast.
Because people repost, people can see themselves. Like athletes, when they see a photo of a fellow athlete that looks cool, they're like...
Respect.
Number 1, respect. Number 2, I need my photos done by them.
But also, it's... So as opposed to like doing like a wedding video where it's like slower paced and like romantic, a sports video and sports photos are like intense and fast paced and people like watching them. Like they'll go out of their way to watch sports videos.
Yeah. And it's...
Because not many people go out of their way to watch wedding videos.
Yeah, someone else's wedding video. So it's like, yes, as a couple, I'm like as a couple, if I like... Let's say I'm getting married.
Congrats.
Thank you. Getting married, and I'm looking for a wedding videographer, and I see a wedding, and I'm like, oh, they did a cool wedding video, but I wouldn't go out and watch wedding videos unless I'm looking for
Unless you're looking for wedding videos, or you're a videographer who wants to learn more about wedding videos.
Yeah, so in a way, we're also getting people that are following us and liking our stuff that aren't athletes, that are like, this is just a cool sports thing.
Yeah.
Which is like... okay, maybe this is an avenue we go down, and it's just like Sam said, it's literally wildfire.
It's crazy.
It
grows like
mad. People get just so excited about when they see themselves in just really, and we apply these like, so really the cheat code to sports photos is applying these, obviously you still need to know what you're doing, still need to have like good background blur and still subject framed in the middle, but once you give these like dynamic filters and play around a little bit with the settings, you really can't make it not look cool. Like I just filmed a JV football game, and these photos could have looked like he was a pro. Like just because
not that much happened in the game.
No, yeah, because JV football game's not the most exciting place to be. And all that so I just did that yesterday, and it was... oh my gosh, it was so intense. We actually are filming this the day before it'll come out, so Saturday morning, 7 a.m.
We ran into an issue.
Yeah.
We filmed 3 podcasts.
We were a little ambitious.
And we filmed the 3, and then we're like, all right, we will be ahead. And then I was like, oh, wait, if we keep filming ahead, we're not going to be able to talk like about stuff that's happening. So then we're like, all right, we'll release 2 and 3, then we'll start filming those. And then yesterday Luke calls me and goes, Do you have the clips from episode 2?
Well, it was that, and our podcast audio is named episode 2, but it was episode 1's audio. So there's 2 things.
There was so
there's
many
really
issues.
3 things wrong with it. So it turned out to be good. It was a little bit of a struggle to be like, all right, let's film the podcast because we just got done going through. I just got back. So last night I did those photos again. JV game, very awkward to see. Like, why is there a pro photographer at the JV game? It's like, okay, yes, we did get hired. It's nothing against JV football players, but it's
not as intense.
It's like usually when we're taking photos and video, it's like those are okay. There they are. Go get in the photographer. Go get in a photo by him. But then it was like, why is he here? I was just kind of felt like I had my hood up because it's cold, and that's actually something I wanted to talk to Sam about. Are we going to invest in gloves for filming in the cold?
Yes, because we have the
awful.
chilliest hands.
It was awful yesterday. My hands were literally like what is it called? Cramping? Freezing?
Stiff, I guess.
Stiff. I had some pretty stiff hands at the game. Stiff hand. Stiff arm.
Good call out.
Hey, stiff arm.
We're pretty smart. So when we film in the cold, we go, oh, it's cold. Let's just film. Never thought about getting gloves.
Oh yeah, we have been through some awful.
But we need to find
conditions.
We need to find thin gloves.
We need to find those gloves with like the padded fingers that can like touch buttons.
Oh yeah, that's true.
On the screen.
But they need to be thick enough where we can still have warm
like
dogs.
The Dumb and Dumber clip of wearing double gloves. You can have one.
I don't even know that one. I forget. I haven't watched that movie in forever.
Wow. That was speaking of movies, just watch The Green Mile. It's on HBO. You should definitely watch it. We're going to probably talk about that a little bit later. Sam's currently about to watch it.
Yeah.
But it's a 3-hour movie. So you can't really, for those long movies, you can't really just commit.
Yeah, it's not like, all right, I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to watch Green Mile.
For 3
hours.
All right, I'm done. I mean, for Sam and I, our days consist of
work, school.
Chilling in the bed.
Yeah,
it's kind of, I do my work. We do our work. So I'm saying we, because Sam and I are pretty much the same person.
We do almost everything the same.
I was like, Sam, do you just stay in your bed sometimes and not do anything? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, so do I. We do our schoolwork. We do our business work. I guess so. Would you call Suka business, or what would you call it? I think
it's still a business.
We work on our brand. We work on our business.
I think a business is a brand in a way.
Yeah, but I feel like honestly, I feel like we've been neglecting Suka stuff. I mean, it's so hard to balance things. I've started to feel like I've started missing things.
I know.
I've started to I missed that quiz in a class, and then I thankfully I went in, and that was, oh my gosh, social interaction sometimes is just so difficult. But fix that. But I like little things like, oh, we didn't even realize we had the wrong podcast audio.
Yeah, we just have to. I think we're gonna have to start learning how to really schedule ourselves.
Yeah,
hard.
Because things are getting. I mean, I'm going to a wedding to second shoot with at Michael Cook Photography, name drop. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and it's about an hour drive away. So that'll be another thing. But it's thankfully we'll get everything done today, and we don't have anything too big going on today that we can.
Yeah.
I'll edit. You can get description done. We can post and have the podcast out. But things we definitely need to start learning how to schedule ourselves more. I mean, we do a good job scheduling and having things planned.
Having stuff.
Well, think about next week.
Yeah.
So Sam and I have the same school schedule, so it can fit around our business schedule. Our schedule is pretty much intertwined. Yeah. Almost exactly.
Well, like we said in the first one, we do every part of our life together except our relationships.
Yeah. So next week we have Tuesday, Thursday school in the morning. Tuesday night I'll be at a soccer game. And Thursday night I'll be at a soccer game. Sam, Tuesday afternoon, nightish, is going to be at a tennis game. And then we need to, at some point, be constantly posting things. I mean, Cinemet things will be covered by those games. But Suka, we need to find out what we're going to post. And it's just going to be, it will be a little crazy.
Yeah. I think it's just, we need to get better at having an agenda and writing down tiny things.
Well, I'd say we even write down and schedule, but it's just
But I think getting down more specific things. We've got the big things, but making sure get this assignment done this day.
Yeah, because I do not plan my school. I just do it.
No, me neither.
I do it.
I forgot to do, because I forgot this teacher has stuff due on Friday. I'm used to stuff being due on Sunday. And I was like, I forgot about it because he didn't have class on Thursday. So I forgot to do the assignment. And I was like, oh my gosh. So just having like those things planned out would be so helpful because we have so much going on.
Oh, yeah. And it used to be like it used to be like, okay, we have school, we have Suka. Now it's like school, Suka, cinema. And cinema's a big thing because we're going out in public to do things.
Yeah.
So it's where are we going to be? How are we getting? Now we're dealing with payment, which is a whole nother, like, our payment fluctuates because we're taking in how long does this take? Do we want to do this? Is it something that's going to be a lot of effort? Is it going to be something that's easy?
Is it going to be something that would grow us but be hard?
Like things that grow us, we could think, like I did that football game for free. I did tell people out there, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting paid for this. But, I mean, it generated us. So that was like opportunity cost for us. It's like, okay, we're going to spend time here to make money on the next thing.
Because those few posts Luke's done, I think he's 4 posts for sports.
I did soccer photos, soccer video, football photos, football video,
then another
separate soccer photos, separate kid football
video.
It's football photos.
And those got, 30 followers? Plus 30 followers?
Yeah.
And plus thousands of eyes from the videos.
Yeah, just being like, okay, who are these
Because also, not just the football video did well, the soccer video also did well, but the football did way better.
The football, we knew football was going to be the big.
Because it got 5,500, and the soccer got, 25, 30?
1,900.
I thought it was at 2,000. No?
Maybe. I think it was at 1,900 this morning.
Okay.
So it probably is going to get to around there. And I think these next few soccer videos are going to do really well. Working with a cool kid. Name drop, Trevor. He's I'm doing free photos from Tuesday because he's playing. So I'm doing it for St. Joe. That's the team. St. Joe Bears. Bear proud. That's my team. that's my I was growing out homegrown. But so he's playing against them. And I was like, I'll just get photos and video for you and then combine those with Thursday because I'm doing individuals Thursday. And individuals is like miles ahead.
Oh, yeah. Because if you can focus on one person, it's so much easier. Because then you're just
watching them play instead of watching everything that's going on.
But also, when you're focusing on the one person, if you have to focus on everyone, you have to worry who's going to feel like they're not included in the post.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that's such a tough... Like, football has so many people. And I was trying my best to, like, follow who's doing well. Okay, must follow, must... So, like, you have to know who's a popular player and also a good player. Because popular players bring eyes, and good players bring eyes.
Yeah.
And it's also about, like, who can I showcase? Like, if you're playing... It's in sports, like, if you're doing well, you're going to get photographed. That's just the real deal. That's just the real deal. Can we rename this podcast to The Real Deal with Luke Ring and Sam Braidway?
The real deal.
That's what I'm giving you. The real deal. And the real deal is you need to be popping up for my little camera. Or I'm not gonna be photoing you.
It's so much easier to do individual photos.
Yeah.
Because if you can just focus on one person.
So I obviously like doing that more, but team does bring more eyes because it's like more people to repost.
Yeah, so there's always like the pros and cons of everything.
Yeah, and I think we've been learning that. And speaking of pros and cons, this podcast isn't just about our business. It's also, I mean, if you want to call it our business, growing our film company of making creative productions. We have had so many roadblocks making movies and making videos, and it usually comes down to weather, script, and
energy.
Energy.
I would say energy.
We usually have good energy. Our energy is dependent on those first two.
Well, our energy is dependent on how many jobs we have to do. And we also have to do so many jobs.
Yeah. So Sam and I cover a lot of things. We cover
actor, director, editing, writing,
filming,
set design.
Every single official term you could do. And then we are also marketing, distributing, there's communication,
all the after work, all the before work, all the during.
So when it comes to like if a company looked at us and said, so this is Sam and I, we're going to keep it the real deal, real talk.
Real deal with Luke and Sam.
Welcome to the real deal. We honestly don't know if we're going to stay in college because real deal, we've been struggling with, okay, right now we're sitting in classes and eventually we're looking at, okay, we know our job's going to be making videos and film.
Yeah. And it's just hard to be like, okay, I could learn this stuff in a class, or I could talk to people that are around me and know about the specifics of the business I need to be in.
Okay, if you're looking to hire someone, do you hire person A who went to film school, did pretty good, learned a lot, got good grades, went to this prestigious, went to USC, or do you hire the kids that took those 4 years to grow this monster film company, have made their own films, worked in the business and structured themselves, have already been doing this
Because
thing?
already people are looking for people
Sam,
with experience.
let me finish my scenario, please. Who do you hire? Scenario A? Boo. Or scenario B?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
yes, please hire scenario B. As like if I'm looking to hire someone and I'm like, okay, you went to film school? What? Oh, you made those are cool films. What's your experience working in the industry?
Because that's what people are looking
and
for is
everyone's
experience.
like, I want to be a director. I'm going to go to film school. No, that's literally most of the top directors have took something else in college and learned. That's what possibility could be, maybe learning something different in college just to learn like philosophy or sociology of stuff like about the world, and learning maybe that will influence us. Because I feel like things like, I'm going to go be an entrepreneur, I'm going to go learn entrepreneurship 101. It's like, well, entrepreneurship 101 should be pushing you out in the world and being, what are you going to make?
I think that
instead of scenarios.
The best thing you can do, in my opinion, is just going out and doing it.
Which we've been doing.
Yeah, because if you can just like push yourself to make what you want happen, it's going to happen eventually.
And I feel like if we want something to happen, we push it until it does.
We push it until it rolls over and dies.
No, it rolls over and screams in joy.
Screams in joy because we are winning.
We winning at life.
But I mean, because whenever people get out of college, the biggest problem they run into is, how much experience do you have on the job? Do you have at least 1 year of experience?
Like, that's why it's so big. Oh, you need to be interning. It's like, well, it doesn't even there's so many little especially in film. Like, why would we take the time why would we spend money? Like, I asked Sam this question the other day. What if would you, I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but it was like, it came down to, where do you see think about our company in 3 more years?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be like,
because if we're already here and we're already going so
getting,
hard,
starting to get right now, it's literally like almost 1 to 3 clients a week now, building on top of our Suka's starting to get going too, finally again, of our creative works. It's like, if we're hitting on that, we're hitting on our business. It's like, well, what if we just put our time and energy into growing the company instead of saying, let's go pay money to go be in school because the end goal, you go to school to get a degree, to get a job.
Yeah. Something we've talked about is just like, what if we dropped out of school and we tried living on our own just doing school or just doing work? How would we do? Like, because even if we took like 1 semester off, like trying and seeing how we did doing that, like what we would learn from that is it would be incredible. We could learn like how much we can do if we just focus on business.
Yeah, because right now our about probably 10 to 15 hours a week is still being put. 10 to 15 is generous. But putting towards. Excuse me, guys. That's a burp. What would I'd say Sam and I work extremely hard, and we do a lot. Sorry, the screen turned off for our thing. Sam used his toes.
I gotta get the dogs
I gotta
out.
stay focused. What would okay, we're gonna take all our attention and push our company now instead of those 10 hours we're using for school. What if we use that to do more marketing?
I mean, think about it. We're doing more than 10, 15 because
going
in
to
class, one of my classes is 3 hours.
Well,
3 plus. So I don't just think it's 15, class, though. But just in class, 8 hours a week.
8 hours a week. Probably what? Honestly, hour or 2 of homework. So 10. Average of 10 a week.
Yeah,
maybe
so
it pushes
10.
past that sometimes. But taking that time to, and yes, we broke it down. We're like, okay, it kind of broke down to if we do that, we're not going to be living. We'd still live in the local area because that's where a lot of our clients are.
Yeah, because
right
we
now.
leave right now,
It would be
that
really
would kind of
hard.
screw us.
Yeah, right now we need to basically soak up everything we can here and then move on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. And I also want to stress that we need to keep pushing our personal account.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Not account, but our, I guess, account? Yeah, Google account? Suka, the Google account? I need to be pushing Suka to doing better. And we broke down all the prices. And what?
It was like, in total, we decided we need to be just for rent would be probably around $600 on the very high end.
Each, right?
Yeah, each. $600 each on the high end.
Well, so another point just to set some, like, what's happening so you guys can get a better understanding. Sam and I work CLS with two autistic kids, and that it's a pretty good paying job. It's like $20 an hour, and we're working with them. It is some high stress sometimes, but it
Yeah.
is worth it. And that brings about almost like $130 a week,
Yeah.
maybe. So we're probably making. I want to say some months we've been hitting $2,000 a month.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Easily.
other months it's like 1,500 or so that would okay. I don't want to interrupt anymore on your story, but just kind of saying like Sam and we do have enough to be paying for these things, so that's just some clarification.
Yeah. We have the means to pay for it, but we're like, is it better to just save up, or is it better for us to try and go out and attempt living on our own
And being
and see what that would do for us and our company?
like a place of need rather than like right now it's like okay, we are very grateful that we can have somewhere to stay and live, but what would happen if all that money that we're making instead of just sitting on it is going towards living, and now we're like we need to go out. No, we're not going to eat next week if we don't land a client.
Because we looked at prices of like food and what we would have to spend on food. We decided like we were looking at monthly for everything. So I think in total it was around I want to say
1,000 each
for
maybe?
food and rent alone it was around $800 each, not including like gas or any personal expenses.
Which could be we have our Lego addiction, so who knows?
Don't bring
might-
it up. Don't you dare. No toy shaming.
So what? Like no toy shaming. So that'd be like $1,000 each a month, right? Doing
So, yeah.
personal gas. And we're already hitting that between actually I don't even know. I mean, I know we are. And we have stuff saved. Like right now our savings is growing to be pretty substantial amounts. But I've also kind of thought about the question of should we be using our savings to improve our business more? Like pay for a marketing team,
Yeah.
pay for this. But then it's like, I don't know. Right now, the snowball is moving. Right now,
Yeah.
the momentum is moving. Let's just keep doing what we can and try. I tell myself, like when I'm going to sleep and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is stupid that we're in school. We're not even going to use this school probably. Like 3 years from now, our company is going to be at a point where school would be looked at as a waste. Film-wise, saying not
Because in some cases, school is good, but it just feels like where we're at and what we're doing, school is not worth like putting all this energy and time into when we could be spending that all on something that we love and we want to do and we know is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like there's not really a point in us going to school right now. And like maybe later on we're like, ooh, it was a mistake to not go to school, which I don't think that would happen.
I don't know. That's why, well, like I was saying, I just tell myself, I'm like, just don't worry. Just keep trying your best at everything. Because, yes, I feel like, honestly, we are using more, we are spending a lot more time on being productive and building a business than people our age. But, like, what if we completely, like, I'd say there's still some days we have a lot of, like the other day, just watching YouTube for, like, 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, that time
We still have
could
tons
be-
of time.
It could be replaced. So I'm like, okay, let's just keep trying our best in this and seeing where it takes. It's just like, do we really want to be spending all this money we're saving for college? It's like, I feel like right now while this thing's moving, even in 4 months, what happens if this podcast starts doing really well?
Yeah.
There's so many little things that could really affect us. Or like what happens if we book 15 weddings next summer?
Yeah,
Like
that would
that.
be nuts.
like who even knows what could happen. So I know I mentioned the Green Mile earlier. I just saw that and it was phenomenal. It was way slower. And while I was watching it, and something I need to admit to is a newfound addiction of Instagram Reels. Got Instagram back for our business to start doing things. Would only have it when we post, but now it's becoming we need to interact and see.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get that so it's only on my computer, and I don't.
But the only thing about having it on your computer is you don't always get those notifications.
Yeah, well, I don't have notifications off.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm always like checking, like the day of the football video. It's always checking.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say about the Green Mile is took slower to go, and Reels are so fast. Things like that are so fast paced and do well because people are like scroll. Then I've fallen into the trap of just literally being like scrolling, and I'm like, this is awful. But I sat down and I was like, the first honestly 30 minutes of Green Mile were so slow, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this because I'm so used to just everything so fast. And it kind of reminded me, okay, it's important to push these things, and also thinking like how can we make movies better?
Yeah.
And how can we make that movie theater experience?
Because attention span has been pushed to the limit where it's like everything needs to be like 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Like even our reel is like 40 seconds, and I think that's perfect time. Fast paced, so much is happening.
Yeah, it's just people need things to be happening constantly. Like I guess kids have always been like, they need to be entertained.
Yeah.
And things always need to be going on. But I feel like that's been extended to like...
Really extended to like... I mean, my aunt and uncle are on TikTok every day. And they're 35, 40. So, like, it's extended far.
Yeah. I think it's reached every age now.
Yeah.
Even
old people.
Yeah.
Like, my grandma's on Facebook scrolling on... Now, Facebook has, like, real stuff.
Really?
It's like, well, you can post a reel on Facebook. Facebook is just so gross, number one.
Facebook's so difficult for no reason.
Sam and I, like, honestly, if we could tap the Facebook market, that honestly would be something like...
We just need to figure out how to follow people.
Yeah, we can't do it. We're like...
It's so hard for no reason.
It's so stupid.
Why isn't there just a big follow button?
Oh my gosh, it's just a million old people, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing on here. I'm like trying to scroll. I'm like, all right, let's just post and see how this does. And it's like, no one saw it. You're not friends with anyone. How do you become friends? Don't figure it out.
Follow them.
I don't know. How do you follow? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, to be friends, you both have to follow each other, but you have to follow them first. But you have
How do you do
to
that?
interact with
I
their
don't know.
posts first.
How do you interact with their posts? I don't know. Do you press the like button? No. Or do you comment? So
awful.
So many little things on Facebook that we're like, this isn't worth it. We're just... And I think Instagram is going to pretty much be the way we make money.
Oh, yeah.
Getting jobs through Instagram.
I think that's been the way for everyone that's done video and photo.
In the past couple of years.
Yeah. Well, social media is just such a big platform.
Because now it's not like it's the new word of mouth.
Yeah. Really, it is.
Oh my gosh, those photos look sweet. Who did those? Okay, Cinemat Studios. Wait, they do photos for people?
Oh, let me look them up on Instagram.
Okay, there they are. And now we're on Google too. Want to check us out?
My guess is
5 stars.
If people were to hear about cinema and like what we've done, I would guess they'd look us up on Instagram before anything.
If I were looking for a film company, or if I was looking to hire someone, I would be like, how's their Instagram? How's their website?
Yeah.
And we have those two things done to a T. And I think a part of me has been thinking a lot like, okay, it's important to we've always had this struggle of being in a niche.
Yeah.
Sam and I are really bad about... That was a big problem with YouTube is like our niche is kind of like, oh, we're filmmakers. That's our niche kind of right now. We're making interesting creative videos and we talk about it on our podcast. That's kind of what it's going to become, which we're thankful for because there's so many pitfalls of our YouTube channel knowing what we're going to do that we just you have to pick a niche. And our company right now, I think it's starting to be like cool.
It's everything. Well,
yeah, we're a production.
We're open to everything, basically, and it can be challenging because if you were to see someone that only does like weddings or only does sports,
you want to go with them
instead of the all-around good.
Yeah, it's like master of one. What is it? What's the quote?
Master
of one, hero of many.
I need to know.
You need to look it up.
Talk.
Wasn't it Bruce Lee?
I don't know.
Or
I could not tell you.
Jackie Chan. I feel like it was master of none.
Yeah, master of none is the start. I know that.
Master of none.
Gosh dang it.
Or no, and there's another. That's not that's one quote, but I was thinking of, I fear the man who has done one punch 1,000 times than 1,000 punches one time. It's like, should Sam and I be like, okay, yes, sports is doing very well for us. Should we kind of lead our brand in that way right now?
A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
So that's pretty much just the more complex version of
Yeah.
I fear 1,000 punches or whatever I just said. Because, I mean, we have this opportunity to go out to California for sports.
Which we were worried that it was looking down.
But now
it's looking up again,
so
which we're very excited about.
You could see a vlog of us going to California. And I'm honestly considering if my uncle, so he's kind of the one directing this for the team in California, the softball team, if he's like, hey, you guys, we don't have enough parents that want to do this or enough kids, we'll be like, hey, will it change anything if we pay to come do our tickets and we're already there at the time? Would maybe that work? Even if we break even if we lose like $50.
Yeah, even if we lose money, it would still be such an opportunity.
Just to get out there and be like...
Because there's so many connections that Luke's aunt and uncle have out there.
Yeah, they know like people that have worked on the Moana movies for Disney and
the Disney animators.
Guy that owns his own film company. I was like, we need to be out there. So
yeah.
And honestly, I'm not even sure. I don't think they watch this.
Probably not.
Probably not. But
if you do, thank you so much.
Thank you. And we do. Quick little bit. I want to shout out Mrs. Conway.
She sent the sweetest message.
Grace Conway, sweetest person in the universe,
Thank you, Mrs.
us
Conway.
Such nice messages after the podcast. And Mr. Conway, the whole Conway family's been very supportive of that first. They listened to it in the car on the way to my girlfriend Eleanor's soccer game, and they were absolutely loving on it. And they gave us so much love, and we appreciate that so much.
We appreciate all support. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Conways.
Like when you send that, like she sent me probably 3 messages total, and that alone made me motivated to continue doing stuff.
Yeah.
Sam and I, when we get little messages.
Yeah, like messages that are like,
and
good job.
I mean, that wasn't even little. That was a huge message.
Yeah.
But having like, that's so fun. Keep doing that. It's like, okay, I guess we will. Thank
Especially
you so
from
much.
like anyone involved in our lives. We're like, oh, they like it. We should just keep
we have
doing
to
it.
Keep doing it.
We have to do it to the extreme now.
Now we're gonna do this at an insane production level with lights, and I mean that's not even extreme. That's normal for the business having lights.
This is normal.
But we just want to say thank you.
Thank
Mrs. Conway
you
for that message. Thank you guys, everyone out there, for listening, caring about this. I think we're getting better at talking and saying what's happening. Hopefully it's not too boring for us giving our opinion on
Hopefully
everything.
everyone loves listening to us.
Hopefully
just talk
people
for
aren't
an
at
hour.
this point. What if no one's here? What if everyone stops our podcast and it's just you and me?
What if it's just me and you right now?
It's just you and me.
Don't look at me like that.
No, it's you, me, and who's the one.
Don't look at me like that.
It's you, me, and the one person on this right now. How are you doing? I want to say, go absolutely slay your day today.
We're just talking to one person
I didn't mean
right
to
now.
say slay, sorry.
We're just talking to one person right now.
We're just talking, it's just us 3. We got a little off topic.
Me, you, and you.
It's just me, it's you, and me.
You.
Kind of to segue into a new topic. Sam and I have really been struggling to make personal productions. And that is another thing of, if we stop school, maybe that time turns into one production a week or whatever.
We've struggled a ton because we've tried making a ton of like movies.
Yeah.
We've made lots of videos, but they're not like serious movie type things. We've done like a couple things that are a little more serious.
But still have the little goofy tone. Don't know why I changed my accent.
Because it was awesome. That's why. No, but it's because we've made a ton of stuff and we've tried doing a ton of stuff, but we put all of the pressure on ourselves. And it's hard for us to find like other people that will do the jobs.
Because we have such an extreme. You need to communicate. You need to do a good job. You need to try your best. You need to care about what you're doing.
And you can't talk to us too much because we don't want to talk that much.
Oh, yeah. Sam and I have this problem when we work with people. I mean, it's not working with people. It's like the fear of becoming too close.
Yeah.
Yes, we want to work with you. And
one of the main questions we ask ourselves is,
do we want to hang out with them after?
No, we go, what are we going to do after? How do we get out after?
How are we, when we're done filming and we're ready to go? Because Sam and I, when we're done, we're like, we'll just be honest, right? I'm tired. Okay, bye. But not a lot of people act like that.
No.
And not a lot of people have Sam and I have a very positive, high energy. Like, I'd say when people are around us, most people like that can handle the high energy, like being around it, like being around us and like hanging out.
And it's understandable if the energy's too much.
Yeah.
We apologize, but not really.
We can't control it. We've just known each other for 17 years.
There's just love. We love everything. And
we
then
just literally get
explode.
so excited about everything. But it's just so hard when we're working with people to be like, hey, bye.
Yeah. It's just because we do the writing, directing, editing, acting, every single job, like we were talking about earlier. And it's hard to, like, do all of that and then, like, just do it for an entire 10-minute movie.
Yeah.
And we try to do it all in one day, which is even worse.
We always give ourselves, like, all right, guess we'll just finish this today.
Guess we got 2 hours to film a 10-minute movie.
And then
we're like, I'm so exhausted.
This is exhausting. We just finished writing this. It's not even that good. So I wonder what we could do that's why we film with my younger cousin Henry, who's 6. And he can just be our actor, and one of us can be behind the camera, and that's a game changer.
Yeah. And if we could get just Mark Ring.
Oh, yeah, my dad.
Writer.
Mark Ring, name drop.
Mark Ring, name drop. He is a beast writer. He's so good.
And I think something like I was thinking about the other day is we always stress we don't want to have normal lives. We need to push ourselves. Like, if we're going to make sure my dad can be writing for us and be helping, is it more important for us to go to school? Or is it more important to push this right now? Like,
are we Sigma males? Yes, we are. We have the iron mindset.
Are we little baby boys? Or are we gonna take a risk? Are we gonna take the risk of you didn't go to college? You're such a weakling.
Golden mindset. We have a steel will.
What's that? A shining
That's
golden
our iron
mindset.
mind.
Iron? Ugh, gold.
Steel, diamond mind. Whoa.
Diamond
mind craft.
We are just all over the place today. Energy is high. Having a great day so far.
Having a good, fantastic
hope you guys are having
day.
a great day out there.
Yeah, we hope that you're having a good day. I bet that you're in the car right now. That's my bet. I bet you are in the car right now.
He just called you out. What are you going to say about that?
You're on the road right now, and you're like, I am on the road.
You're literally on the road. Or if you're at home, you're like, I'm not on the road.
Here, right now, you're on the road right now. Oh my gosh, he just went, of course I am. And now he's like, stop predicting what I'm doing.
He?
Yes, because I have one man in mind. This is only one person.
Noah?
No. Can't tell you who. That would ruin it.
Yeah, don't tell me that would ruin it. I don't know who this is right now, but I'm just thinking about you on the road right now.
Because now you're confused.
Now you're so confused. And I'm just going to segue back into what we were talking about because we're so bad about saying, we jump around, but you're here to just chill and listen and have a good time. Our experience making movies, Gangster Tea-Party. Tell the people what a Gangster Tea-Party is, who it's about.
Oh my gosh. We had this video where we did How to Be a Gangster.
Legendary video. It's on Suka.
It is hilarious. And we pretend to be like super hard gangsters. And we had
tattoos.
We're just like clearly so confused when we're out there. And so then that got twisted into like, we want to do another gangster video. That one was hilarious. And they're like, what if we try to do a serious but funny?
What scenario would be so funny? Gangsters having a tea party. That's a hilarious scenario.
Then that got twisted into, let's make a whole movie about a gangster tea party. Then that got twisted into,
I really wish we would have made that.
It would have been hilarious.
I still think we should make that.
I think we should twist it.
How would we twist it? Like which way?
Just in a better script.
Just make it a better script.
Yeah.
I still think we have. I think it would have been so
There's
funny.
bones there. I don't know about good bones, but there's bones there where we can build from. There's the starting bricks.
There's some bricks there. Let's build them into a house.
Yeah. It's a craziest story. It's about these two like teenagers that their uncle is a construction worker and they
it's kind of an awesome
work
story.
For their uncle, and the uncle is secretly a mafia boss.
I don't know if that was Gangster. Gangster, we were in the shed, remember? And I was sad about being a gang. You're thinking about a different story. That's a different story, the construction. That's when...
No,
that was
the first time we tried filming it.
No, with Race. That happened way after. The first time, and the thing we actually tried filming was in the shed in your grandparents' shed.
I remember it now. I know
Where
exactly
we
where to
were-
go. All right. So the actual story was there's two friends that are gangsters.
But you were
and-
hard, and I was scared about being
No,
hard.
I was. Oh, wait. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Luke was like scared of being the hard gangster
Because
that
the
we
first
were.
scene, you shot a bunch of people, and I couldn't shoot, but we didn't film that.
Yeah, no, that was a little bit of an intense start. We were going to kill people off the bat.
And I was going to be like, I can't kill anyone. I'm not hard. And then Sam gave me a pep talk.
So the story is basically, I'll give it a short summary because it is a wild story. But two friends, one doesn't want to be a gangster, one does.
One's hard.
And then the one friend that doesn't sees a family in a house having a great dinner together. And he goes,
Oh, yeah.
I want that. And
Dude, we have to make that how we wrote
and
it. I think it'd be so fun.
he goes away and he runs away and he leaves his friend a note that says, I can't do it anymore. And then he becomes a family man and his friend tries to join him, can't. They split up, go their separate
That's what
ways.
I think we should rewrite. I think that start having the, I'm a gangster. I just killed those people. I can't do it. Seeing that, I think that storyline's good. I think right there, when he becomes a family man, I think that's where we need to rewrite. I think that
wild.
start is
It's
hilarious.
wild.
Think about, though, if we made a 10-minute movie on Suka, how hilarious. Gangster Tea, I feel like that would blow up.
Oh, Gangster Tea-Party would be the most beautiful production you've ever seen. The characters, beautiful.
Storyline?
Beautiful.
The,
Acting,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
The-
Editing, beautiful.
The set design, beautiful.
It's okay.
Yes. So I think I'm actually gonna just say we need to do that. Gangster Tea Party is a need.
Executive
At
decision,
some point they
doing
need,
it.
Oh wait, at some point they need to have the tea party. So wait, the next storyline would be they have.
Well, yeah, that's
this-
that's what happened is he
Oh, they
came
go.
and tried to be
Well,
a family man
I
too,
think
and he couldn't.
instead of trying, maybe he should send him an invitation that says, "Want to come over for a tea party?" And then he sees his new friend is no longer a hard gangster, and it's a gangster trying to deal with having tea. So you would be the hard gangster.
Oh yeah,
Trying to struggle having tea. This isn't what I don't think we did this level of it, but you would be like, I don't know, man. I can't sip this tea. And
this
I'd be
ain't
like,
alcohol.
Sip the tea. Sip the tea. And you'd like pull out, we'd have another character maybe if someone wants to be an actor. Let us know if you want to be an
Please.
actor, by the way.
Or you could even take the spot of gangster. It's
Yeah.
open if you're good enough.
If you're
You have to be the best actor we've ever seen to take that gangster role, though.
Yeah,
That's a high
We don't
role.
just give up the gangster role to some chumps.
If we're talking
Some
D&D
bubblegum
rules,
chump.
if we're talking D&D rules right now, you got to roll a crit. You got to roll a perfect 20.
He's talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons
rolling a
roll.
dice.
Yeah, you got
D&D, if you don't know what that means.
D20. That's a dice with
Sammy,
20
I don't know.
sides.
I don't know what's happening right now, and they definitely have no idea unless you're a gamer out there.
You're a gamer, then you deserve to know what's happening.
That gangster role is going to get filled. But something we did do successfully was being cowboys.
Oh, that's
Bad
beautiful.
Boy Outlaws. Most beautiful music video on the earth. You need to go watch. It's on our channel.
You
One
might
of
be
our most
saying,
viewed videos.
never heard of it.
Oh,
I don't know about that one.
You don't need to lie.
You probably have.
Are you one of the 400?
Oh, are you on the internet?
Oh, then you've seen it.
Oh, you probably seen it.
Where we each wore cowboy hats. We got in flannel and we sang about being a bad boy. I'm a bad boy outlaw. It's on
good.
Apple Music. It's on Spotify. Go
It's on
bless your
everything you
ears.
need.
Go bless your ears. Do yourself a favor. It's so good. It's so good.
We did a lot on that song, and we worked.
We finished.
But it's weird because we worked so long in different amounts of time. Because we would like work really hard, and then we would be like, nope, and
Nope, we don't like
and
it.
then I think we did the entire song
in
one day.
We did. We wrote it, and then went out to Sam's garage, started sweating, filmed it. We're done.
It was beautiful.
And it was such a fun day. We got to dress up like cowboys and got to just be free on the green screen. Got to let our imaginations run wild. That, I got to say, that's one of my best edit jobs ever.
Oh, that was beautiful. Luke absolutely slayed that edit.
That was a lot of green screen editing. But it was
Yeah,
some
'cause we
beautiful
did the
editing.
entire thing on green screen. We
Yeah.
just basically danced in front of a green screen and tried to make a story out of it.
And then it turned out amazing.
It was the best thing we've ever made.
It's got to be, like, the way we're going to kind of wrap this up today is you need to go watch Bad Boy Outlaws. If you made it this far, you're committed. You need to watch Bad Boy Outlaws. You need to comment or some way let us know that you want to see Gangster Tea-Party on the big screen.
Yeah, we're going to need to hear from you.
We're going to need to hear from you.
Boy, you.
Boy, you.
Girl, you.
There's this hilarious thing, boy. And it's like, what is, it's like,
originally,
did you park in my parking spot? Boy.
But it's not. It's weird because we can't find the original video. I know there's an original video out there.
At some point, we just started doing boy.
Boy. But it's this guy that's like the roasting guy, and he goes, boy.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. We just did a little meme drop on it.
But then we go, boy.
Because it's hilarious. So, guys, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for watching today.
This has been chaotic. We covered a lot of topics today.
We were kind of all over the place. This was a little scattered, and it was a little thrown together
but
at the end.
That's kind of what we do here.
It's mostly, if you're here, you're listening to our conversation.
I think we need to even stress being more personal. We won't get into that now. And I think we already are as personal as we can get. Just thank you for staying.
Can always get more personal.
Thank you for supporting us. If you want to go check out that football video I did, Instagram's linked below. Bad Boy Outlaws will even link that below. Go check out Cinema and see what's happening on there. What's popping on Cinema?
Go follow our links.
We will see you guys next week, Saturday at 7 a.m.
Not the elf clip.
If you don't understand, we got that wrong. The elf clip. Actually, we won't reveal what the actual
Can't
time
reveal
is.
it.
The elf time said it wrong. We will see you guys next week at 7 a.m.
Bye.
Peace.